Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushua.
Barakatah Yahushua.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahushua.
Barakatah Yahushua.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Rakah.
Rakah.
Kadash.
Kadash.
A double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. Hey, open forum. Okay, and we're just going into prophecy. You know, the term prophecy means what? To actually say before. All right. Preacher is the same thing as a prophet. A preacher means to declare before what? This truth. All right. Manifested in what? Prophecies. Okay. Which prophecies are exercised on earth. Okay.
We got precept there.
Okay. All right.
But like,
Get that seer,
like the topic, you know, we going into is these draconian measures, you know, that's finna be implemented in the earth, man. You know, and we see them happening, you know, gradually, you know, worldwide, man. All right, ever since, you know, this pandemic, you know, has started up last March, they have been, you know, gradually implementing these different draconian measures in your day-to-day lives, man. You know, and it's getting tighter and tighter, man. You know, it's different scenarios in different parts of the world, you know, but it's all in an agenda, you know, that's going to lead to draconian law, you know, that's going to govern these streets, man. You know? Yeah.
This Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that had been before me and before thee of old prophesied before, both against many countries, against great kingdoms, a war, of evil, and of pestilence.
Yeah, and evil, you know, you go into the word evil, what does it mean? Eve meaning time, and ill meaning bad. And it's finna be bad times out here, man. You know, because what people don't understand is, all right, this earth is ran by a wicked, all right, government, wicked nation of people, beginning with the elites of Esau, Edom, these self-proclaimed white people in the earth, man. You know, and they finna come down with great wrath to implement their new world order, man. Joe Biden made the statement that anybody that's against the status quo should be deemed a terrorist, man. You see? That, and it shows you where they're going with it, man. Your thoughts, what you say, all right, will be persecuted severely, man, in the time to come. You know? And they've been building up to this whole Capitol Hill thing, which we know was staged, all right? They just arrested this woman, you know, and they say facial recognition picked her up, you know, from the Capitol Hill incident. You see, that's why all this social distancing and face masks is going back to, man. This facial recognition technology, man. All right.
And Joe Biden is going to be hell of a devil, man.
Yep.
In the spirit, I think Apostle Tahar believes in the spirit that he could be Antiochus, which makes sense, man. If you can receive that, you know.
And the brother, the preacher Kyra, he did a video on how they feminine word is coming. Cause the lady at YouTube, she YouTube?
CEO.
The CEO of YouTube. And it's crazy how certain words pop up and they'll delete your video. This what it's all coming down to. Feminine of the word.
Right.
Which is what? Prophecy.
That's right.
Because it has to be, you know, a family of the word. Hey, this truth is gonna be so special in those days, man. It's special now. But you know, just think about when the days will come when people are searching, trying to find ins and outs and things of that nature. Right? Get that seer, Chicago.
This 1 Samuel 9, verse 9. Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of the Most High, thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer.
Right. So a prophet means a seer. All right. And if you want to understand what is going on regarding prophecies and the word of Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai, you have to go to a seer or a prophet or a preacher, which is the same person. Okay. The only thing that makes this this man different is what? That extraordinary spirit he has, which is what? The Holy Spirit. You know?
Yeah, quick on comment board.
Go ahead, bro.
This is from the brother Faithful and True, and it said 1 Samuel 3:1. And the child Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli, and the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, was precious in those days.
The word of the Lord was precious in those days, and we are approaching those days, man. Hence what? Jacob's trouble, Jacob's strait. Go ahead, bro.
And it said there was no open vision.
And there was no open vision. And what do you think is going to happen once the internet, okay, is has been removed. Once the prophets are basically off the streets, no open vision. Okay, the only people people that would be able to move is what? The elect. All right, because why? They're moved by the word, which they had received prior to this evil and bad time. They have already been activated. Go ahead, bro.
That was it on that.
All right.
You want to get the
Get
argument?
the argument, man.
Okay, come. So this is from Britannica, all right, .com, and it's going into draconian laws. It says on draconian laws, traditional Athenian law code allegedly introduced by Draco in 621 BCE. It says Aristotle, the chief source for knowledge of Draco, claims that his were the first written Athenian laws, and that Draco established a constitution enfranchising hoplites and lower class soldiers. It says the draconian laws were most noteworthy for their harshness. They were said to be written in blood rather than ink. Death was prescribed for almost all criminal offenses, and you had Biden made the statement, you know, that he would institute. It was way back when he was a senator that he would utilize the death penalty for everything except jaywalking, man. You know, that's around the time he brought that crime bill.
Yeah.
All right, because you gotta think these harsh. Cause see, Jay really already been kind of under a draconian law.
Yeah.
You know, you get caught with 2 grams of crack.
Yeah.
You do all that time.
Yeah.
You know, that's you. Jay really kind of already like them gun laws in New York and Chicago. You know, but now it's finna be global. It's finna be more harsh, man. You know,
It's just Jake. He just got out of prison due to that clemency from Trump in L.A. You know, I think he was like under that 3 strikes deal. You know,
And think about who passed that law.
yeah, it was clean.
Yeah,
Clinton, Joe Biden signed
Yeah,
it.
Joe Biden. He was
That's
part
right.
of it.
So and people, Joe Biden this, Joe Biden this. Hey, he signed a bill to put you throw your niggas away.
And it's the same beast, man.
Yeah.
Whether it's the Republicans, whether it's the demos, at the end of the day, they both are a part of what? Skull and Bones,
That's right.
which basically do the bidding for who? The elite bankers, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Biden, you can actually see. I thought Trump was gonna be that dude, but Biden, man.
yeah, he looking like the chip president.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
You know, and it says Saloon, who was the archon or the magistrate in 594 BCE, later repealed Draco's code and published new laws retaining only Draco's homicide statutes. Modern scholarship tends to be skeptical of draconian tradition. It says the Hoplite Constitution was certainly a later invention. Little is known of the laws, but even the homicide laws probably underwent change in 4th century BCE. You know, but it said those laws are probably written in blood.
Yeah.
You know, showing you the harshness and severeness, you know, of those laws, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's coming back because these are the same people, man. You know, these Edomites, when you read, you know, in the book of Maccabees what was going on, you see, if you circumcise your child will be hanged and you will be put to death.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same people, man. You know, and just like the Apostle Tahar said, man, they could be Antiochus Epiphanes, man. All right, you know he's gonna play a big part in the persecution, man. You know.
If you want to bow down to their image, you can be put to death.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's the same people. They have the same agenda. You worship my power. If you don't, you get put to death, and that's what it is.
I think the Habakkuk 1 and started at 5. You know, because these are the same. All right, people. You know that was given the blessing of the sword. See, when you understand this thing spiritually, everything makes sense, man. You know, you won't be marching. You won't be trying to, you know, get some type of justice from this man if you understood the nature of this damn devil, man. You know, you got it, bro.
I just Habakkuk 1:5. Behold, ye among the heathen.
Started 6. Okay.
The Habakkuk 1:6.
Mm-hmm.
For lo, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation.
Yeah, that bitter and hasty nation. Now, this was speaking of the ancient Chaldeans during the Babylonians, but who are the modern day Chaldeans today, man? These elite bankers, because they control all the militaries, the police force, all right? They control they finance these things, man, because the police are doing nothing but taking orders. The military, they just take orders, man. But who are they coming from, man? All right, these hasty people, man, these modern day Chaldeans, the elites, man. Go ahead.
We shall march through the breadth of the land
Yep.
to possess the dwelling places. They are not theirs.
Yeah, to possess the dwelling places that are not theirs, man. And through warfare, through military, you know, through wars, all right, these elites, you know, they own the earth, man. You know, everyone is bowing down, all right, to this beast, man. You see the leaders of these other nations with masks, that's them showing themselves in subjection to this beast system, man. You know, and through war, Esau has heaped up all people unto himself, man. Go ahead.
Verse 7. They are terrible and dreadful.
Yep.
Their judgment and their dignity
Yep.
dignity shall proceed of themselves.
Yeah, get that word dignity. Somebody get that word dignity. Let's have a quick one in
7.
7. Yo, it said their dignity, all right, it said their judgment and their dignity shall proceed from themselves, man. So Esau's finna judge off his true nature, you know, all that politically correct, you know, the civil laws and, you know, your rights and your amendments, that's finna go away. This man finna judge by his true nature, man, which is with their sword, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's he finna go back to their rare form, man. You know? You got that word dignity. Let's see
Yeah.
what-
Here we go.
Strong's 8, 7613. Se'ath.
See, 8,
Se'ath.
and this, let's see. An elevation of, that ain't it.
Yeah, you can you can just look it up on Google and see what it say. Look up dignity up on Google and see what it go into. Cause I'm just looking up that word hoplet, you know, going into what Draco utilized, you know, to enforce his laws. And when you go into the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it says a heavily armed infantry soldier of ancient Greece. And you see that today. You see how you know, militarized the police are. You know, what you had 25,000 National Guard, you know, during the inauguration, man. You know, these heavily armed, all right, this heavily armed policing, man. That's gonna be the new norm.
I say the state or quality of being worthy of honor or
Yeah.
respect.
The state of quality of being worthy of honor or respect. So it said the dignity, their judgment, their dignity shall proceed for themselves. What they say is honorable, all right? What they say is right. That's why you see these executive orders, man. It's okay, you know, for trans boys to play, you know, sports with girls. Their dignity proceeds from themselves, man. The abortions. It's okay for the women to get abortion. That's honorable, all right, in this society, man.
Yep.
You know?
Eat on abominable foods and
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
And going back to that lady, Susan Wojcicki, she mentioned she the CEO of YouTube, and she stated like, anytime you mention something like about turmeric or any type of natural cures,
Yeah.
you go against the World Health Organization, they consider you as a threat. And they're gonna
Yeah.
censor you. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Let's say public health, you know, like a threat to public
Yeah,
health.
yeah. Mhm.
Yep.
Hey, I got a precept.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Psalm 50 and 7, Psalm 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High say, what have you to do to declare my statutes, or that you should take my covenant in thy mouth?
Yeah, because what you just had the first gay, what he was,
Was it like a senator?
a senator.
Yeah, senator.
Open day,
Swear,
open day.
he swore in on the Bible,
Bible, yeah,
with his
done.
so-called husband right beside him, man. You know?
And you got a basketball female player, she cut off her breast.
Huh?
Yeah, she cut off her breast. So she no longer has titties.
Good gracious.
That's terrible.
And you got and Joe Biden to get the first transgender to be over some.
The The health.
The hell.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Secretary of Health. What
Yeah.
type of shit is that?
Yeah.
Confusion, Babylon.
Yeah.
Verse 17. See, thou hate instruction
Mm-hmm.
and cast my words behind thee.
Yeah, and now we're seeing these Edomites, how much they truly hate the instructions of the Bible, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the Most High finna put it on these people to wild out, man.
Get
Yep.
Isaiah 10.
Isaiah 10, what is it? Isaiah 19 and 3 or 2.
Mhm, Isaiah 19.
They come. And another thing, you know,
Go get
the
that
scripture always say too, a woman should not have authority over you. They put up the women, especially in them sinners.
4.
They all, you know, you got Kamala. Well, Kamala, she's a vice president. She shouldn't be over nobody.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how you know that they ain't following the laws and statutes coming on y'all about your shot. They know that no woman supposed to be over. But guess what? They do it. They do that because they don't want the so-called the nigga or Latino man over them. So they put a woman in there, and and they been going on for years now. Couple years now. It's that way.
Yeah, go ahead, get back on
This Habakkuk 1 and 8. The horses also are swift than the leopard.
it. It said their horses are swifter than a leopard. You know, all the animals it could use, why they utilize that leopard, man. Letting you know, hey, it was gonna be these same Greeks, all right, this same Greco-Roman, you know, empire that would come back into power, man, and would be known as the daughter of Babylon, you know. So that leopard, which is a very cunning hunter, you know, amongst the cat family, it has the highest kill rate. You know, that's Esau's military, man. What military on earth has a higher kill rate than Esau's military, man? Beginning with America, NATO, all right? Nobody, man. Go ahead.
And more fierce than even the wolves.
Go ahead.
And their horsemen shall spread themselves as their horsemen shall come forth.
Yeah, and America is spread thin. You know, those evening wolves, hey, because these are all aggressive animals, man. America has a very aggressive, all right, Esau, Edom as a whole, but especially America, they have a very aggressive military posture, man. You know, they'll do an airstrike, you know, and then tell you why after.
Right.
You know, that's a very aggressive, you know, military posture, man. And that's how these people have been running the earth. That's why these heathens have been terrified, man. You know, but the Lord is putting the spirit on them to prepare themselves to go to war, man. But before that happened, man, Esau is gonna put the squeeze down in the earth, man. All right, we haven't seen harsh law yet, man, and it's coming. Go ahead.
They shall fly as an eagle.
Yep, fly as an eagle. That Air Force, man. Why would they symbolize the eagle? The Most High put, you know, little codes in there to let you know who he really talking about, man.
Right.
You know, go ahead.
That haste to eat.
Yep,
Verse 9. They shall come all from violence.
yep.
Their faces shall suck up as the east wind.
Go ahead.
They shall gather the captivity as the sand.
Yep,
Verse 10. They shall scoff at the kings.
yep. They shall scoff at the kings, man. Hey, and Trump was a good, you know, a good representation of that, man. You know, what he would call Kim little fat rocket man.
Yeah.
You know, what he say, the China flu.
Right.
You know, hey, you
Not
scoffing
even-
at kings, yeah, man. You just scoffing at kings, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he told Saudi Arabia, you know, he like, look, if y'all didn't have us, you wouldn't last 2 weeks, man. You know, this man just was scoffing at kings, man. These
Right.
people rule nation. You just talking to them folks like this, like,
they ain't that,
yeah.
right?
That boy proud.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the embodiment of Esau Edom, man.
Right.
You got,
Hey,
you got,
Babu Shah, read that part again about the eagle.
Alright. I'm gonna start like them. The horsemen shall spread themselves, and the horsemen shall come from afar. They shall fly as an eagle that hastes to eat.
Yep. So last night I was looking up why America's symbol is the eagle. And they were just going into many things of the details and characteristics that eagles have. And they were comparing it to America. And this is what Benjamin Franklin stated. He said, I wish the bald eagle had not been chosen as a representative of our country. He is a bird of bad moral character, like those among men who live by sharping and robbing. He is generally poor and often very lousy. The turkey is a much more respectable bird and withal a true original native of America.
So I think about what Daniel, how the Most High gives the kingdom to the bases of men.
Yeah.
You know.
Cause it shows you when how the eagles they be flying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when like something's already dead, they'll steal it. You know.
Yeah, they're coming like whoever over there. That's how Esau is though.
That's Esau's characteristic.
You know. They see some good shit going on, a good resource or
They
something.
take it.
It come like, yeah, oh, they got it over there.
Yep, that's why
And
the script
some
say.
gold.
Yeah, that's why the script say he never keep it at home. You know.
That's right.
Cause you go to another country and then he'll make it seem like to the public view it's about democracy or something like that. But in actuality, it's something about those resources or that particular king or ruler in that particular land. You know, they want to overthrow them because they're not bound down to the image of the beast. You know?
They want to build a military base there.
Yeah.
You know, they need that little land mass of the buffer country for
Take that.
the one that enemy.
Right.
You know,
Cause that's the same bird, and then the Romans. You know, watch Spartacus. They had the eagle.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Same people. My bad, bro.
No, you do. I got a precept for Scott or any brother, Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
That's why the scriptures say, dang, y'all get the type in crooked. It's in Ecclesiastes.
Oh yeah, wait. Some crooked can't make it straight.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
I got you.
Okay.
You got a brother.
Yeah, this Ecclesiastes 1 and 15. It says that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered.
So that's the way how about Shimei Shai spiritually program the elites begin with Esau Edom to be. They cannot be made upright. They cannot be made righteous or have any type of moral character. Because it was programmed to be the wicked. It was programmed to be liars, immoral, thieves,
That's like species per se.
Mhm.
With a cat, a dog,
Exactly.
a dog. He programmed to be the dirty person on the earth. You know
Right,
what I mean?
like a leopard can't change his
Yeah,
spots.
it's
Jeremiah 13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots?
keep talking about that leopard, man.
Alright.
Then you know who we're speaking of.
There you go again, right?
Esau Edom, he can't change, his nature, man.
Yeah.
You know, and that nature finna come out. He been trying to mask it.
Yeah.
You know, been trying to be cordial with you niggas, man. These fake smiles, man. You know, hey, and Biden, he's posturing up, man. You know, he's posturing up to come down with wrath, man. And these Walmarts, why you think the Maxines is in these Walmarts, man? Who shop at Walmart the most, man?
That's right, bro.
Jake, man. You know, your enemy is besieging you as we speak, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Then when Walmart had a spell, I remember, I forgot who broke that down. You got the Mart, and you turn around, goes to Marshall. Then you turn the wall, you flip it around, go to
the
law.
law,
That martial law.
Yeah.
That's why you see Walmart or Amazon, all these major corporations, they're still in business, while these other businesses are shut down pretty much now.
Yeah, just let them know who they pay their allegiance to, though.
Allegiance.
Yeah.
And then Marshall goes to war,
Yeah.
warlike law.
Yep.
You know.
Back in Jeremiah 13 and 23, then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
Yeah. So, and Jake, all Jake think about, is the next stimulus. You know, they got Jake mind. You know, hey, they got Jake intoxicated with them dopamines. You know, because when you get money, that ignites your dopamines, man. You know, so now you're looking for that next fix. You know, like a smoker, man. With these damn with these stimulus, man. You think he's preparing to do good, like they're really fighting, like they spending hours, in the Senate arguing about if they're gonna give you a stimulus or not. No, they spending hours coming up with ways to destroy you, man. You know.
Yeah, that's why it's called that stimulus check, cause it stimulate, arouse you.
Stimulate.
Stimulate your man.
That's why Jake, the dopamine, the hormones are jumping up.
Yeah.
Your money showing up,
They gonna jump to
boost
90.
Jake ass up on. They be half that 300, whatever, that 600. They should get real half. They go ahead.
Alright, this Habakkuk 1 and 10. They shall scoff at the kings, and the priests and the princes shall be scorned unto them. They shall deride every stronghold before they shall heap dust and take it.
And they shall heap dust, which is confusion.
Mhm.
You know, go ahead.
Verse 11. Then shall his mind change.
Then shall his mind change, and that's when it's gonna get real draconian, man. All right, the Lord gonna put the spirit on Esau to stop playing with you niggas, man. You know, he gonna put the spirit on Esau to really come with it, man. You know.
Hence the beast-like system.
Yeah.
It takes a beast to run the beast-like system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know.
Go ahead.
Then shall his mind change and shall not pass over
Yo.
and offend imitude.
And he shall not pass over, which is that you go with it, Pasak. You know, hey, because this deliverance gonna be like another Passover. You know, that's why the scripture compared this to the first Exodus. You know, it's gonna be a new Exodus. Cause why, man? Because the Lord gonna have to deliver us from this. Cause Esau ain't trying to spare nothing, man. When the Lord put that spirit of a madman on Esau, he not gonna try to spare nothing, man. You know, and if we not set up for deliverance, there's nothing that can be done, man. All right. So the Most High is finna let this man off the leash, man, and we finna see it get real harsh. All right, in the earth, man, especially here in America, man. You know, go ahead.
Imitude, this is power to the Most High.
No, it said that's imputing his power,
Power
to his
His
God.
gods.
You know, which is Satan, man.
And impute means to account for.
Yeah, that's what he finna do, man. Cause does Satan require blood?
That's right.
You know,
Right.
and Esau finna give Satan a lot of blood, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, and he finna show you that hey, this it. This is Satan new world order. You know, and he's showing you more and more, man, with this whole science, trust the science.
Mhm.
That's Satanism, man. He got you simple niggas talking about trust the science, man. You know. Oh, you got that Isaiah 19. We started at 2.
This is Isaiah 19:2. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians,
Yep.
and they shall fight everyone against his brother.
Yep, and that's what you see, all this tension, you know, that's in the earth, man. You know, you got the Trump supporters, you know, still out there mad, you know. You got this new these new liberals, you know, that's with all this, you know, alphabet people and people doing what they want. You know, you got two different ideologies, you know, that's walking around the earth, especially here in America, man. You know, and this place is very divided, man. You got what they call anti-maxers, then you got the people that's pro-vaccine. You got people that don't want to wear the face mask, people that want to wear two face masks, man. Everything is divided on every level, man. You see? Go ahead.
All these different religions.
Come on.
But you're supposed to serve one God, but you got all these different denominations, though.
Yeah.
So with that, that's causing separation and division.
Oh, yeah.
You can be what you want to be. You date who you want to date.
Yep.
Everything.
Yeah. Then that goes to the political party, the liberals.
Yeah.
You know, and they're against the conservatives.
Yeah.
Not knowing at the end of the day that the ones that these higher ups of parties, different political parties, you know, they close friends behind closed doors. But the ones that actually partake into these political parties, you know, y'all actually beefing for no reason.
Y'all don't even know what's going on. Like, y'all don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Shit crazy.
Cause they
It's like
want.
watching the WWF.
Yeah.
When you're a
Yeah.
kid.
Yep.
You know, you at home, you think these motherfuckers
This
really
shit
at each
real.
other's throat.
Yeah.
And shit, me and Yash, goddamn, after the show go on, we at the table drinking.
Drinking.
together.
We're in the script club.
We in the strip
Right.
club.
We got them last night. You know what I mean? Alright.
And then they want that civil unrest, you know, so they can justify, you know, the police can't handle it. We need more enforcement, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, Sun Tzu said, basically, within confusion is always opportunity, man.
Yeah.
Right.
So opportunity of what? To attain a new world order.
Mhm.
Which is also synonymous with the Great Reset.
Mhm.
Never let a major crisis go to waste.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
Alright. It says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone
Egyptians
against
are who? Modern day Americans.
Come.
Demos versus the Republicans, man.
Come.
Okay.
Proud Boys versus Black Lives
Yeah,
Matter.
Right.
yeah.
And they just
Nobel Prize
yeah,
to Black Lives Matter.
yeah.
Get out.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Man, that video, man, I screenshot it. It had like thousands of dislikes more compared to likes on the video. Cause you got that separation getting more tense now, man. So yeah, the Black Lives Matter got a Nobel Peace Prize, man.
Oh, boy.
So now you got Antifa looking at that. You know what I'm saying?
Proud Boys.
Yep, I'm Proud Boy.
Hey, cause they just deemed Proud Boys a terrorist.
Yeah.
And county. You know, which I say all of it just propaganda, man.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, to start controversy, man. Because when you people ride, I mean, you useless eaters gonna be killing off each other,
Yeah.
and then they can come in, you know, with the real Draco, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go ahead.
It says everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst of thereof.
Yeah, the spirit of Egypt, the spirit of America is failing, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that great pride, you know, that national anthem, you know, with that one tear, you know, at the end of the song, it's over, man. Them days gone, man. You see, the Pizza Hut Friday, that's gone, man. You know, now it's finna get serious in the earth, man. Now America finna be faced with, you know, reality, man. You know, get that in Job 4 and 8. Okay, come on.
Hey, this Matthew
You'll keep
12
reading down.
and 25.
Yep.
And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And every city or house divided against itself should not stand.
And it,
Because I mean, literally, if you think about it, the kingdom against the kingdom is actually Edomites against Edomites.
Yeah.
Because it's their kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why it's falling, because the Most High has that spirit upon them to separate, man. You know? It's back on you, brother.
Verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How should then his kingdom stand?
yeah, because they're fighting internally. Now you got something internally wrong with you.
Right.
Hey, it's just like, you know, you be dealing with them patients, you know, they be fighting with themselves.
Right.
Like who, you know, how can they start something? How can they be progressive in something if they can't even govern themselves, man?
That's right. That's right.
You know, yeah, it's something within themselves, man. So
And think about the body. The body is more subject to break down if the disease is internal
Yep.
than
Right.
external.
yeah,
Think about
That
it.
makes sense, man.
You know?
All right. It says city against city and kingdom against kingdom, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
Texas not agreeing with what the president saying. They
Right.
want to do another way in California.
Uh.
At first you had Northern California against Southern California, and all that other shit. It's still a kingdom within a kingdom that's basically separated because of a different belief system.
Cause that's how it was in Mississippi back in the day. They ain't want to go along with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
They want to separate themselves from United States.
Yeah.
And they
Well,
want to
all
be
of them
confederate.
all of them say-
What's
so
it
like-
called?
like-
The Confederate.
Yeah.
all them stuff.
So that's how it was. So it's the same thing. Like I said, history repeats itself. It's the same thing.
Yeah, because what it was after the North and the South, where there was a Civil War,
Yeah.
that was it again, you know what I mean? Because they were making money off, slaves down here. But anyway, get back to the scripture. It says, I'm gonna just start at 3. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof.
Yeah, hey, the Lord is destroying this whole council, man.
Come.
You know, hey, because you can see these Americans fighting so hard for normalcy, man.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no normalcy, man. The Most High is finna bring the worst time since there was, since the earth was created, man. You know, ain't gonna be ain't that council you got, people trying to get back to normalcy if we just
Take
you
the
know,
shot.
yeah.
Everything gonna be okay.
Yeah, we get the shot, we get everybody vaccinated. You see, we can go back to some type of normalcy, man.
That's right. That's
You know, that council finna be broken up, man. The Most High finna terrorize this place, man. You know?
MAGA, Make
Yeah.
America Great
Yeah.
Again. That shit over, man. That
Yeah.
council, because really these Edomites, and as well as what the brother's saying, they want to go back to the glory days,
Man,
man.
it's over with.
But hey, it's shameful spewing on your glory.
Yeah.
It's like Jordan in his prime. You know what I'm saying? But he, 40 some years old. He can't do the same shit he could do like 15, 20 years ago.
Like when
That's
he
right.
played for the Wizards.
Yeah.
She was over with.
Yeah.
She was over with, Mike.
I shed a tear.
Hey, real quick, man. Hey, this Psalm 33 and 10.
Yep.
The Lord bringing the counsel of the heathen to naught.
To nothing. Okay, things that you basically, you have a little playbook and that you want to exercise in earth. Yahweh Shem Al Shai is basically going to destroy it, man. Because why? Because your rulership is approaching that appointed time to end.
Yeah. He making the devices of the people of none effect.
Right. Devices going into what? Your mindset, your beliefs, your game plans, which is nothing but objectives to attain the new world order, man.
Yep, God goes into invention.
Yeah.
Linking up with Joe in the 5th chapter about their enterprise.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Alright. Just 3. It says, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to the familiar spirits.
Hey, can I
And
say
to
something
the
about these
wizards.
idols? Hey, Plies. Plies is an idol. LeBron James is an idol. You know, these idols basically are being instructed by who they do the bidding for to do what? To get you to receive what? The jab.
Yep. Steve Harvey,
Steve Harvey is an idol. Damn, yeah.
Hey, and then even the Christianity.
That's
you know,
right.
Thinking Jesus gonna fix it. You know, showing you that Christianity doesn't line up with the scriptures, man.
That's right, bro.
You know, because the scriptures is dealing with prophecy, the spirit of whom the world ignorant called Jesus Christ. All right, whose name is Yahweh Shai, the spirit of prophecy, man.
Mm-hmm.
And this is part of the prophecy, man. Why would he fix his own prophecy? You
Yeah.
know, he would have to fix his own
That's
prophecy,
right,
man.
bro. That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Cause this how he wanted. He wanted to go just like this.
Mm-hmm. You got it, bro.
Alright. It says, and the Egyptians 4. It says, and the Egyptians will give over into the hand of the cruel. Let me start off. And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord.
And the Egyptians will have to give over to the hand of a cruel lord, man. Beginning with the elites, and then they set up, you know, a cruel president, man. You know, you people don't know Joe Biden. Niggas was acting like they knew this nigga, man.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know Joe Biden till last year, man. You know, in the middle of last year sometime, but niggas act like they knew him, man.
They
You
ain't
don't
know
know-
he was the vice president. They ain't know that.
You don't know how wicked this nigga is, man. You know? And the Most High done allowed cruel Lord to be set over you, man. Because you niggas that still had this American mindset, man, you a part of these Egyptians, man. You know? Go ahead.
Alright. It says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them.
Yep, and that's gonna be that draconian measure, man.
That's right.
Hey, you people finna experience a fierce king, man, because Americans are a bunch of spoiled kids, man. I always talking about their rights, their amendments. It's a very narcissistic society was full of self-worship. Everybody, you know, is only looking for their best interest. You know, they get me spirit. You know, with the Most High, it's finna break that up, man, with this fierce king, man.
That's right.
You know. Yeah,
Yeah, the article. You still got some more?
no, it was. I'm gonna get that Daniel real quick.
Hey, this is Daniel
Get
12 and
that
1.
4 and 8 Daniel.
Hey, Daniel 12 and 1.
Yep.
And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which stand for the sons of thy people.
Yep, and then Michael, you know, which is an archangel, and just showing you that the spirit world will have to intervene during these times because of how bad it's finna be.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And that goes to show you also how powerful Esau has became. In order for, Yahweh Shai and Michael, the archangel, have to take these cats down, man. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that time.
So even when the draconian laws were actually introduced, you know, back in the 600 BC, all right, it's gonna be worse than then, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hey, you know they got Draco back somewhere, man. you know, high up in the legislature,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Back into the scripture, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered.
Yep, and that's going into the elect, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know, so the worse it get, the closer we get into deliverance, man.
That's right, bro.
You know, but it's finna get bad, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the draconian measures are here.
Yeah.
All right,
Can I finish? I got
Oh,
one
you
more.
was like,
No, you good. Every one that shall be found written in the book.
and that's the elect predestined, man. You know, we pray to be part of that number, man, and we
Mhm.
continue to show forth that diligence, you know, in hopes that the Lord will have mercy, man. You know? God, bro, here, Job 4:8.
This Job 4:8. Even as I have seen the plow and iniquity,
Yep, they that apply with iniquity, go ahead.
and sow wickedness,
Yep,
reap the same.
and shall reap the same. You know, so everyone is finna get, all right, of their wicked doings, man.
Mhm.
Everybody's finna reap, man. And the Most High got judgment set on every level, man. You know, from the lowest of the lowest to the top at least, man. Judgment's finna go forth, man. You know. That was it. You got the article, man.
Okay. Job 20:27. And just a quick article from nationalnews.com. The title says, factory workers in France forced to wear dog collars to ensure social distancing. And this came out February the 2nd, 2021. It says the French Democratic Confederation of Labor, CFDT, recently revealed that Essity, a Swedish global hygiene and health company, is forcing factory workers to wear dog collars to ensure social distancing amid the C-19 pandemic. And it goes on to say, Christine Duguet, now according to CFDT, the largest union representing workers at Essity, the device is nothing but a glorified dog collar, since similar devices are used to stop dogs from barking. In an interview published in the French newspaper Le Monde, the CFDT revealed that the necklaces emit a sound of 85 decibels if the 2 meter distance is not observed.
Damn.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah.
It says Christine Duguet, a CFDT union representative, explained that even though SSD claims that the device is intended to discipline employees and call them to order.
That's a form of behavior modification, man.
Huh?
You're modifying people's behavior to actually get them to do what you want them to do.
It's like you at a daycare, man. You know? Hey, Esau. Hey, they making mockery.
Yeah, you know they laugh from behind closed
Yeah.
doors.
They making mockery of you, man. You know?
This shit will start beeping. You get
Yeah.
close to a person, man.
And you backpedaling and
Yeah,
shit.
you working on a damn factory.
Yeah.
You might as well wag your tail.
Right.
Hang out your tongue.
Feed you niggas Scooby snacks.
Right.
Damn.
Alright, it says, it said, Christine Duguet, a CFDT union representative, explained that even though SSD claims that the device is intended to discipline employees and call them to order, implementing the system is an attack on individual freedoms. And it says, hey, Ken, Bobby, should I get that Joel 20?
But they act like people are just falling dead everywhere, man. They acting like it's the new bubonic plague.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
You know? All these measures, you know, for something that has an over 98% recovery, all right, rate, man.
Yeah.
You know, and then they just, our teacher had an article said that the mortality rate from 2019 at this time, before the pandemic, and this time now, it's the same, it's around the same numbers, man. You know? But they constantly push you these numbers and they made you do all these drastic changes for what, man?
Yeah, wearing double mask.
Yeah.
I seen the motherfucker right around today with the mask on their car by itself.
Yeah.
Man, you got to be the most stupid ass people I know, man.
That what Elder Pastor Torah said, when you be seeing people ride, by themselves, like you just be going to say, man, take that damn mask off.
Right.
Are you scared of yourself? Or you want yourself sick?
You're gonna give it to your stomach.
Yeah. The Job 20:27. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall raise up against him
So yeah, how about Shem Shai? He's putting a skirt upon Esau Edom, man.
Yeah.
Everybody seeing the shame. You know, all these nations seeing the shame of America. You know, so all the skirt is being lifted up upon his whore. So if this is happening in France, you already know this is like testing grounds for coming to America, man.
That's right. And it's gonna be worse in
It's
America.
gonna be worse, way worse.
Because America's what? Babylon the Great.
Great. Yep.
You know, and this is what shameful spewing on America. You know, because hey, when you go into that term spewing, it means it's synonymous with vomit. And you know anything about if you vomit, you know what? It's forceful, it's aggressive, and things of that nature. So in a nutshell, the Most High is bringing so much information on America in a forceful and an aggressive manner, man. You know.
And this is just another quick title of an article from National News. It says, Gunpoint Medicine. FEMA adds Pentagon to enforce C-19 vaccination efforts with soldiers being armed with needles. And it says, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, has asked the Department of Defense to help enforce C-19 vaccination efforts. The top Pentagon spokesman announced January 24th they had received a request from FEMA to assist in administering C-19 vaccine doses. FEMA's request for backup came in line with President Joe Biden's goal to administer 1.5 million C-19 vaccine shots daily. Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby said January 24th that the Department of Defense has received a FEMA request. He added that the Pentagon is evaluating the request and what kind of support can be provided. Given the significance of the request, it will be reviewed urgently but carefully. Kirby remarked. He added that the DoD is committed to do as much as is possibly do as much as possibly can to assist the whole government effort against C-19, a sentiment previously expressed by Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. So you see what this so-called white man, he's about to get ready to come down with that great wrath, you know? You get Revelation 12 chapter, 19 verse, Bible show.
I got a quick one for you, Joe. The Job 13:4, it said, but ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. You know?
Yeah.
And that Esau Edom, you know, he's putting all this money, he's putting the military behind something that isn't you know, gonna bring any health to you, man. Just to put a poison in you, man. He's a physician of no value, man, because a physician is supposed to be a healer, you know. But what you be talking about how you can't even say the word cure,
Yeah.
you know.
They got a patent on the word cure.
Yeah.
So that's why that lady from you know, the CEO of YouTube said if you say anything about cures or something like that, then that's when they're gonna censor your videos, you know.
Like she don't want you to say you take. She like you. I want you to take like vitamin B.
Yeah, see.
She don't want you to take none of that.
That's that Hippocratic oath coming into play though.
So
That
what's
oath they took where they couldn't tell
talk
you
about
the
natural
truth.
medicines.
Yeah, they couldn't tell you the truth at all. And if to be a doctor, you gotta take it. You know what I'm saying? For you to be crossed over and say you a doctor or so. You know what I mean?
because they go into all of them Greek and Roman gods.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know,
They ain't got nothing to do with the Most High though.
you know.
And you supposed to be like people be trusting them and like save their life, man. You know what I mean? They done took an oath that ain't got nothing to do with the Most High.
Yep. And that big foreman, man, that's a real medical mafia. You know, I know years ago it was like over 60 holistic doctors were found dead just by them bringing about natural medicines, herbal remedies. You know, so anytime you go against their agenda, they send their hitmen.
Yeah.
So as you can see, with times progressing, getting closer to biblical prophecy, Esau's about to bring that great wrath. Everything's getting more harsh and severe with his different laws and legislations now. You know, you got 12. I think it's the last verse.
Alright. At this Revelation 12:17, and the dragon will wrought with the woman.
Yep, and the dragon represents the pagan Roman Empire. Now, out of that pagan Roman Empire, you had America come up out of it. You know, that's that little horn came out of that fourth beast. You know,
And went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which kept the commandments of the Most High.
The woman is Israel.
That's right.
The remnant of the seeds talking about who? The elect.
That's right.
Yep.
You know?
And have the testimony of Yahushua Mashiach.
The testimony is truth. Alright? You got something?
Yeah, I got a quick one.
Bring yours up, bro.
This is from the brother Kazak Bun Yahawada. This is Sirach 10:10.
Genesis
It said the
21.
physician cut off a long disease And he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. And Esau Edom is like that long disease that's in the earth, man. His rulership, that's the problem with the planet Earth, man. You know, as long as this man's in power, it's gonna be sickness,
Yeah.
it's gonna be violence, it's gonna be earth gonna be defiled, food defiled, animals defiled. As long as he's in power, man. But the Most High is finna cut this man off completely, you know, from their position, man.
Oh, he's really like a cancerous tumor, man. Anything you got like a cancerous tumor within your body, you gotta cut it off, man.
I'm just
You know, so that's how Esau is with his wickedness. It just keeps spreading, and that's how his wickedness really goes to this democracy. It's spread across the four corners of the world now.
That's right, bro.
And then you got these other nations. They want to pursue their great whore, Babylon, because they drunken off their Babylonian wine. You know?
And that's why the Most High, who's actually the physician, has to use his knife, which is Yahushua, to cut this cancer out the earth, which is Esau. You know?
Isolate them, then cut them
Yeah,
off.
you gotta isolate them and cut them off, man. You know? All right. You got something, bro?
Yes, she said.
Go ahead, go ahead.
And this Malachi 4:2.
That's right.
But unto you that fear my name, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
Hey, the Son of Righteousness talking about Yahushua. And he's bringing healing literally, okay, through salvation. And then we're going to get those new bodies, Lord will, with a hopeful elect.
And you shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
That's right. Meaning what? We're going to be blessed. You know, if a calf is in a stall, man, he's getting food. You know, he's in a good position where he can grow. And it's the same way how our people will be in the kingdom of heaven. The Most High is going to plant us in righteousness, man. All right, bro? Hey, get Genesis 3:1, huh?
Alright, this is Genesis 3:1. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field,
Right.
which the Lord God had made.
Now, if you can receive this in the spirit, the serpent, through the process of reincarnation, became who? He became Esau, right? All right, so Ataz, want to do what you got.
Hey, this Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents.
Now, you want to speak on this, Scott? Hey, that's Genesis 25, 27, right? All right, get plain in the Hebrew, bro. Plain in the Hebrew. And it's
Strong's H8535.
Thumb.
Tom.
Ain't no Tom. All right.
Hey,
Now,
is it-
what I want you to do is, bro, go to the lexicon, right? And read how, go to the lexicon.
at the bottom.
Yep, Jacob was an upright man. Oh, go ahead.
I said, an upright man, upright,
Hey,
always.
you start. Let's read Jacob.
Jacob was upright, dwelling in tents, were able to appear. This all mine.
Where?
Hold on.
No, you gotta tap and go.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Hey, so Jacob was an upright man,
Dwelling tents
right?
will appear to indicate the matter
And placid.
and placid disposition
Disposition.
of Jacob, as opposed to the more fierce, ferocious character of Esau.
Right, so plain means what? That basically how Jacob was upright, but it compared Esau as being ferocious. Meaning what? He's wild, he's a beast. When you go into that term, beast, and my source is freedictionary.com, ferocious means what? Extremely aggressive or violent. Okay? And it's all gonna start with what? The draconian laws that Yasha started off with, right? Because basically the legislation has to be set up and then therefore he can execute. It's kind of like a coach with a game plan. You see what I'm saying? So then it states ferocious, savagely fierce or cruel. That is Esau. And then it goes into what? The term untamable, meaning what? That this man is wild by fucking nature, man.
He's a beast.
He's a beast. So therefore, he has nothing to do with the law, statutes, and the commandments of the Most High. And also, he is warlike. Okay?
That's why the scripture goes into the image of the beast the mark of the beast, hence the word beast.
Right.
You know, I think that word beast goes into like a cruel, it goes into like a cruel, savage person.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's a true characteristic of Esau Edom. You know,
A cruel man.
And since you
Right.
said that, let me get Revelation 13 and verse 9.
so he got to match what he's talking with his legislations and mandates. It wouldn't seem right. If he's a severe person by characteristics, then what he talks got to be severe. With his different legislations, all these different mandates he's gonna be passing up out here. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I quick.
Go ahead.
This is Matthew 24:21. It said, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be."
Because that beast is gonna show his beast-like state.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, via his legislation, and then he's actually gonna execute his military based on the legislation. Why? Because you're gonna have people that refuse to comply with the system.
And look how much technology the beast has now. You know, it says verse 22, and it says, "And except those days should not be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened."
Mm-hmm.
So you,
Now so it's gonna be like a kid, like in the candy store. You know, so it's going straight wild, man, belligerent. You know.
Mm-hmm.
going to the definition, say he can't be tamed.
Mm-hmm.
If he not cut off, he won't stop.
Yeah.
Like he won't like a beast. Like a beast will slaughter a little child, and he don't have no feelings. Like he not even gonna think about it.
Right.
And you know what? And man, the Most High so cold. Think about it. The Most High compares him to what? A serpent. When have you ever seen a goddamn serpent tame? You seen a lion,
Right.
a fucking tiger, you seen a leopard. I mean, you can domesticate them as soon as they become cubs. But you get a baby snake, you can't fucking train that baby
You
snake.
can't train him.
Now Esau's compared to a fucking serpent. He's compared to what? A dragon. All right, meaning what? A higher level of intelligence. But his is based on the left hand side. This man is a snake. You cannot tame a snake. Okay, go ahead, bro.
It's Revelation 6:4.
Uh-huh.
And there went out another horse that was red.
Their buried horses, who? Edomites. Okay? Horse means power. Go ahead.
And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth.
A rulership was given to him. That's the reason why he's able to maneuver the way he maneuvers, because the Most High made it so.
And that,
Through his son Yahweh Shai, ultimately, because that blessing is actually going into this time frame now. This is when Esau really just inherit the whole world, man.
and that they should kill one another, and there was given to him a great sword.
A great sword, okay? And we're witnessing that great sword. And Esau has become surgical with that bitch, you know? All right, Taz, we want to get that Revelation, just to back up Shakai, Revelation 13 and 15.
All right, this Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give unto the life, unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many as would not worship.
So you have Edomites controlling the beast. Okay, the nobility of Edom, which are Edomites, controls the beast, which are Edomites. Okay, now when you go into that term beast, according to the Greek,
Strong's G 2342. Therion.
metaphor for a brutal, bestial man, savage, ferocious. What did the scripture state about Esau compared to Jacob? That Esau was what? Ferocious. Savage.
And
That's
the
where you
real-
get Karen from. Karen goes back to beast, man.
and that's the real savage. Jay won't holler, I'm a savage. Esau the real savage.
Oh yeah, and now not you, Webby.
Yeah.
Right.
You just
Yeah.
a nigga.
Yeah.
With 24s on the old school.
And for great, how it says how he was given a great sword, and it says splendid, prepared on a great scale, and it said of God's preeminent blessings. You know, and that goes back to that blessing that Isaac bestowed upon Esau, man.
Sword.
That goes to show that the Most High had the spirit on these people to come up with the blue letter, man.
Yeah.
There's so much meat on it. That's why they alter and update the blue letters. You know.
Gotta throw you out.
Yeah.
To keep them from being called out.
Yeah.
Okay, he blessed with like the weaponry he has. Like you wouldn't even think of it, man. You You know, because he's operating on a higher frequency when it comes to his weaponry with these weapons, man.
That's right.
You know, he's an artificer, man. You know,
Man, you know, we know the main thing of that right there. Thing of that movie, Law About the Citizen, and you saw him killing them people. Like he put some in that lady phone.
Man.
So he said, "I tell you not to answer that phone." She like, I'm a judge. Do what I want to do.
Proud. That
Boom.
pride had popped her, knocked her head off.
Yeah, but you see,
Yeah.
he blessed with that sword.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, that's it. That's it. That's on you.
Yeah, it's pretty much you.
All right.
but with that, we pray that you brothers and you few sisters watch was edified. You know, hey, it's finna get drastic out here. You know, expected to get a lot worse. You know, don't go to sleep. You know, during this little time of so-called normalcy. You know, because this man is operating behind the scene to bring down that hammer to usher in his new world order, man, which will be, you know, upsetted, you know, by divine intervention from on high. You know. So with that, we hope we brothers and you few sisters watch was edified. To the next time, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.